Well, earlier on today, there was the funeral for the first victim of the violence that there's been here in Bahrain. That was the funeral of 21-year-old Ali Abdul Hadi Mushaima. Now, that funeral drew a crowd, I estimate, upwards of as many as 10,000 people, the largest mass gathering they've had here in Bahrain for quite some time. And the mood there, like the protests that they've had in Bahrain over the past few days, was frustrated and angry, but very peaceful. I mean, there was no violence at the funeral, and like at the protests before them, they've been conducted in a very peaceful manner.
Are you still there? Okay,
yes.
Okay, you are. Sorry about that. I thought we lost you there for a second. The king has also spoken in the last few hours. What did he have to say, if you know, and what's been the reaction to that?
Well, one of the big complaints from a lot of the people here is that they don't feel the government is representative of their views. The people I've been speaking to today have not been critical of the king, they've been critical of the government, and what the people I've been speaking to are seeking is a change in government. The vast majority of Bahrain's population, 70% of them, are Shia Muslim, and they have been leading these protests. There have been some Sunni Muslims taking part in these protests as well, but the majority are Shia. They feel that they are underrepresented and feel that they should be given more representation in government. They want the government replacing. Now, the king earlier on in the week tried to placate the complaints by giving every Bahraini family about $2,500 one-off payment, but that hasn't been enough, I think, to suppress the anger and frustration. People feel that their views are not being represented.
So are the protests then likely to escalate, in your opinion, and how are the authorities handling the situation?
Well, earlier on in the week, yesterday, the protests that I saw the police deal with, the police dealt with them in a very heavy-handed manner. This has backfired spectacularly on the police and has led, very sadly, to the deaths of 2 protesters. Now, the protesters say that they will remain peaceful, and from what I've seen, the protests have been peaceful. It's the police that have taken this rather heavy-handed attitude. It's difficult to say whether the protests will grow in size. Today is a public holiday in Bahrain, so there are a lot more people off work than there would ordinarily be, and there are reports that in certain parts of town there are large groups gathering again, but we don't know whether the police will allow those groups to gather or whether they will continue to disperse them using tear gas and smoke grenades as they have been doing over the past couple of days.
Okay, thank you very much. That's our correspondent there on the line from us from Manama in Bahrain. Thank you.